Brand loyalty. I do suffer sometimes from brand loyalty. I'm not gonna lie, because like this laptop, I got this, and all of a sudden, I just became everything else. I had to become Razer. I got a mouse. I got the headphone stand. I got the keyboard. Only reason I didn't get other things because I didn't like the other things.
That's just like, but that would be tacky though. It looks tacky if you have different brands.
You can't. It's like,
that's just like you wearing Adidas socks with some Nike shoes and then a Reebok outfit. It just, I will not talk to you straight up. It's like, no. That's just like that. It just looks cleaner when everything cohesively works together and it's like matches.
It's just depending on your various levels of OCD.
Appealing.
Everyone got OCD.
I have a level of OCD.
I got OCD on some things too. It's just everyone has different levels of OCD-ness.
Oh, I'm a crackhead when it comes to OCD.
Just like, for example, my phone, I use the Google phone, and I'm already knowing that when my time to upgrade, I'm probably just gonna get another Google phone because
ew.
It's what I've sworn to for some reason.
I'm Team 10.
Just because, I think it's just because you have a good experience on something, like nothing goes wrong, so it's like, why am I about to switch it up?
Apple's better.
I mean, I've been fine with what I use, so that's why I stick with it.
That's because you haven't been exposed to better.
I did research and I determined that I like this more.
You know what? That's just like someone saying they like going to, I don't know, Kroger, and they haven't been exposed to Whole Foods. Apple is Whole Foods.
See if the video's still recording.
No, it's still recording.
Android is Kroger.
But
you dig?
No. See, thing about people who get iPhones
is what?
Is the theory behind it is they get it because they see the stars and like people on TV.
That's not the reason I have Apple.
Yes, it is.
The reason I have Apple is because the interface, the operating system.
It's easy. It's simple. It's clean. It's a luxurious product. When you hold Apple
look at
products,
the build quality of this is great.
It's beautiful. Have you seen an Apple commercial? Or
he works at Apple just to know he has to say this so he doesn't get fired.
First of all, I could care less. I care about my job. It's because they paying me. Okay. I didn't work at Apple. I'm not gonna say that. I worked at Apple because I believed in the product. I believe Apple is a quality product that we are selling for a decent price to the people. Listen, your average person can go and buy an iPhone nowadays, and it's a premium product.
Yo, this is $1,000.
But who? Not your average person owns that. We can settle for a 7 Plus.
That's $800.
That's what I got. A 7 Plus, and it works fine. Haven't thought of upgrading yet because it does what I need it to do.
Exactly, and this same thing. This does exactly what I needed to do.
His tendency was because he just wanted the iPhone 10.
I came from the 6.
You could have went to the 8
when the 10 came out.
You could have went to a red 8. I know a lot of people that chose the 8 Plus and the 8 over the 10.
But still,
the 10 is ridiculously expensive.
$200 more is not ridiculously more expensive.
$200 you could be saving. Just because it's only $200
Same
more.
With the $700
it's still
tennis
$200.
shoes.
Shut your mouth, you blasphemous bum. Listen, guys. Shut up. You just made me mad. Listen. Apple is better because it's quality for the people.
Okay? How's it quality?
The build quality. Look at this phone.
It's made of the same material
as my phone. It's not. Simple. You got all these buttons and whatnot. Look at this interface. Buttons? Look at this, y'all. Simple. That's Apple. What do you mean? Is there anything buttons on my screen that they can't see? Yeah, they'll be fine.
Let me clear out all these notifications.
Does Android phones don't even have the rocker, the silence on and off, do they?
No, they don't.
That's
clean.
so simple. You don't have to go up to the menu and go.
Feel this. Rub this. Zach. Rub it. Vibrate. Rub the top of that phone. Rub it. Gloss, right? You feel that? Rub his.
Oh, mine's in the case. This is hard to take it out. It's hard to take it out.
Look at that. What?
I just got a metal sliver.
You just touched my headphone jack. You just don't have that, does it?
See, Zach, feel how smooth that is. Look.
What?
Feel that. Do you look at the build quality? Do you see
what?
That? The architecture, the aesthetic of this product.
We're not endorsed by Apple, but if you guys want to sign,
I work for the company, so if you want to endorse me even further, go for it. Okay.
I'm just saying.
We'll get a.
They sold
MacBook
you an
here.
illusion.
Huh?
They sold you an illusion.
An illusion?
You think
or a promise?
You think the new Galaxy phones and stuff aren't better built than that?
They're not.
Have you seen the designs?
I've seen the Note. I've seen the Note 9. It's a beautiful phone. The camera on that is spectacular. Will I still believe in this
Because
product?
you have brand loyalty to this product.
It's because of the interface.
You have
It's the
You can't-
exactly.
You can't sell
All of my products cohesively work together in an ecosystem that is beautiful. I use
And that's
this-
why is that? Because you swore brand loyalty
I
to
didn't
that.
swear brand loyalty.
What do you
I
do
know
right
some
now?
people that work at Apple that have HPs and Windows
Okay, that's because
they got
work there.
tired.
Exactly what you just said. You just destroyed your argument.
That's neither here nor
Brand
there.
loyalty is a cult because you will defend this product to the death.
It's not even because of the brand.
You'll get offended. You'll get offended if anyone says anything
Right.
bad about Apple.
Okay,
That's
let's
crazy.
say
You're getting really defensive right now.
You're getting really defensive
I'm
because we're
not-
saying it's the best.
I'm not getting defensive. I'm trying to prove a point here. You're getting extremely defensive because you're saying this is the best. But why are you so
I never
defensive?
understood that. I got
Why are you
people,
so defensive?
I got people that come into my job all the time.
Why are you so defensive?
If another company,
Answer the question. Why are you trying to be so defensive?
because I know it's the best.
Right?
Because you know it's the best.
Because you believe.
Yes,
it.
I've had an Android device before,
stand
and
by
it's
that
failed me.
I
And I switched over to Apple.
day, right? The lagginess.
Yes, it became
Literally,
super laggy.
within less than a year. A phone average
the
should last
operating
you 2 years.
systems weren't optimized
Okay,
to all
okay,
the
It
phones.
took me 10 seconds when I clicked my camera button. 10 seconds for that camera to fully pop up. to
Okay,
where I
okay.
could take a
Android in the
picture.
past, of course.
Okay, now you're being defensive.
I'm not trying to be defensive, but I'm just saying that you're
What?
still sworn brand loyalty because of a reason that doesn't exist anymore.
What, like the
Lagginess and
That's
all
not
that
even
other
the
stuff.
reason.
So
the
lagginess
reason is
isn't real on your
because
phone anymore?
No,
It's not.
no, I've had this one for 2 years. It doesn't lag at all.
Touching that.
okay, that's
What
fine.
do you mean touch? I, don't,
Touch
well,
this
I have to
again.
be smart about what I touch here. Okay, let me open up YouTube. There.
That's because you're on
That's pretty much it's not gonna be laggy because you're using a Google phone. Google has Android pretty much, right?
Google is, and anything besides Apple is Android.
So if you're like on
based.
Samsung, your device is gonna be slow over
No,
time
it's-
because of
it's-
bloatware and their updates.
First off, that's not the same anymore. That's
Okay,
what I'm saying. You're
but
you're
still.
basing your judgment off past experiences from like 5-6
Even-
years ago when things
even
developed.
still.
And yet, but my point is, you're being extremely defensive about a company that doesn't care about you. Google doesn't care about me either. No company cares about you. You could never buy another phone again. They won't care.
I'm different than you guys because
If I could transfer all my purchases over to another phone, I wouldn't because I like the interface. I like the simplicity of how this phone
Look at
operates.
it. It's
like,
just
look.
the words they use. Have you ever watched a briefing for the Apple? His British accent is just so soothing.
So because they hire a British guy to do the
Yeah, to do the briefing. Yeah, the aluminium. Who says aluminium?
So
I never
shouldn't
knew that word till
shouldn't
I've
that
said
be
it.
shouldn't that be a warning that they're trying to make something sound more sophisticated than it actually is?
It
is
is as
sophisticated.
sophisticated as
What
they
do you
say
mean?
it is.
All they're saying is it's made of aluminum, just like every other phone out there.
Aluminium.
It's made of aluminum, just like
it's
every
like
other
the
phone
way the
out
phone
there.
is machined. Look at this. It's like a work of art.
Look at the tooling that went into that.
You see, well, there's fingerprints all over here, but like, look. Well, you guys can't see.
The bezels are nice. Look at your bezels. Pull up your
Like the-
bezels.
My bezels are smaller.
You're not as round.
What do you mean?
You got edges. I have roundness. Look at that. Look
Look,
at that
you've got-
edge. Look at those harsh edges.
Look, you can see. You see, like the
tooling. It's just
The what?
it's off.
the wear on your phone. Of course, because you dropped it.
I haven't put a case on this. I dropped this numerous. You dropped that one time. You were screwed.
I'm putting this in a case because I want to keep it in mint pristine condition.
You drop that too.
It
It
does-
doesn't look same. You
Huh?
gonna get pitting inside of the phone either way. It's inevitable. It's not the way it was tooled.
I'm just saying, I don't really care if my phone has a couple of dings on the back because I don't really look at the back. And in a couple of years, I get a new phone. In a couple of years, you can keep that in the best condition you want. In a couple of years, you're gonna get a new phone. That's gonna be in a drawer collecting dust somewhere.
No, I'm gonna use it towards my upgrade.
And it's okay. I could use this towards my upgrade if I want. It's not gonna be any different. If you had a couple of scratches on the back, they're not gonna care.
Do you have a store you can go to that offers?
T-Mobile.
Carrier stores.
Any service provider is gonna have all the phones.
Anybody can go to a carrier store. More than not,
Or Google has it too, right? You
all
just have to send it
carrier
through the mail.
stores.
Google
Where are
does
the
have
Google
it sent-
stores?
Google's online. You can send it in through the mail.
But is there a face-to-face interaction like somebody has with me?
I don't like
every day?
face-to-face interactions.
A lot of yes, you do. Face-to-face, there are no misunderstandings. There are no.
Yes, there are.
There's no latency on that information that they're getting. Somebody that you send it into could give you that information a week later because they done thought about what to say in the right way, so it makes sense to you. So you're thinking that they not screwing you over.
What did you just say?
I made sense.
I don't know.
I made sense. When you play this back, you're going to be like, oh, okay. But when I'm working,
So what, like
you would
car
be surprised.
dealerships.
People get things misconstrued all the time. Information gets construed over Apple Care on the phone. But when they come and talk to me, I make sure they are the only one in that room in that moment. I make sure that they are the most important person at that moment in time.
I get paid to.
I get paid to care about their feelings. Yet I still care. You dig? You can't go into a store and get help and get your phone fixed the same day if your screen is cracked.
Exactly.
Can you?
Yeah, they have,
Where?
they're-
T-Mobile?
iFixit stores. There are plenty of stores like that.
Those are
third
third-party
party.
displays that are going to mess
No,
up
not
within a
necessarily.
week.
Not necessarily. See, what they do is
What?
no. Because I looked into this once. What they do is they order it directly from the manufacturer and then it's prepared for you.
Huh?
Still, do you feel comfortable going to those stores?
Do you know how many shortcuts they go through with those fix-it spots?
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes they don't even put the battery back on the phone right. And if you bring in a phone that has been replaced at a third-party store, we will decline the crap out of you.
That's why I don't deal with Apple. and this never had that problem.
Bruh.
I dropped. You know how many times I have dropped this?
I bet. You
I dropped this thing
scared.
so
and
many
it
times.
scared the living
No,
doo-doo
no,
out of
because
you
I know now.
you
I
can't
know
get it
now
fixed.
that I can drop this and it takes it like a champ.
Can you get your phone swapped out that same day by a technician?
I won't need to.
Because you haven't dropped it. One, you are the minority. You are not the average person. The average person is dropping their phone, cracking that phone, putting water on that phone, complaining about liquid. Like, it's not, what is it called? What's the water resistant. People think water resistant means waterproof. It don't mean that. Just because Apple said it's down to what, 5 meters?
You're like, I just put it in the washing machine.
Don't quote me on what I'm saying, but I'm just saying. That's wild to me. Apple's a good company. They pay my bills.
Either way, it's just down to the interface. If another phone had an iOS operating system, I'd still probably buy Apple.
But you can't have another iOS operating system.
That's because you have brand loyalty. That's what I'm trying to say.
No, I just buy Apple because the way the phones feel and look.
That's you literally just
if-
define brand loyalty.
If another company, well, either it is brand loyalty, wherever you look at it. Because if another
you just said if
company-
another company had the same interface, I'd still buy Apple because they're Apple.
No,
Oh.
not because they're Apple, because of the way they make the phones and the products are good.
But if another company had the exact same thing, you'd still buy
Okay,
Apple.
so say another company makes the Apple, this exact phone, the same exact way.
Some do.
It takes off the Apple logo. It has the same functionality and everything. And it's like cheaper. I'd buy that.
Have you seen?
Would you buy that? Would you buy that if another company made this exact phone but cheaper without the Apple logo?
Their phones with the exact, their Android phones with the exact same design and everything.
I wasn't talking as this
Yes.
with iOS. I'm talking
Minus
about.
the Apple. Would you buy that phone?
Yes, I'd buy it if it was cheaper.
Yeah, I
And
would
then-
too.
Exactly. It wouldn't even be brand loyalty. I just want the operating system. If I can carry over something else,
How about you?
and I know the
What?
build
How about
performance.
you?
What do you mean?
Would you buy it?
What about the logo?
Yeah, without the logo, if it
You
was
think
cheaper.
I care about the logo?
If it was cheaper.
What, that?
Yeah.
No, because I don't like iOS.
Don't just point at it like this. Point at that with respect.
Oh, this?
That. You don't.
But like
No,
you-
because I like my interface better.
What, Google or just Android?
I can
It's
get
the same
Google
thing.
on my laptop.
Well, yeah, it's the same thing, but you won't ever switch to Samsung, right?
I mean, I'm not saying I wouldn't.
Because it's the same like the same interface.
I've
You have,
had LG,
like, the
HTC,
ecosystem.
Samsung.
They was trying.
That's because they're all Android
No.
ecosystems.
Right,
It's gonna
try.
be harder for you to switch over to Apple since you've already got everything.
Exactly. That's
on
because
Android.
I'm brand loyalty to Android. It's what I'm used to. What we keep using. It's like you never go get a Mac, would you?
I would get a Mac.
Why?
I would get a MacBook easily if I wanted to pay for one.
But the thing about
But when you
those
had the
is
choice to get one, you chose to get the Razer laptop.
it's not ethical.
I chose to get the Razer laptop because I don't know. I wanted something more oriented to what I was gonna do. People don't really stream from MacBooks.
Exactly. So you would never get a Mac.
No, I would get a Mac. I just told you I would.
But you didn't.
I didn't, but I would. If I were to get another laptop, it probably would be a MacBook.
Because you have brand loyalty.
I would get a Razer too, but they're both nice.
I'm just saying, you swear allegiance to companies that don't care about
That's
you.
Weird. I don't swear
You can
anyone or anything.
You can say that's not what it is, but it is. Companies don't care, and yet you get defensive about them.
That's crazy. People say
It's
they
like
pledge allegiance.
it's like, for example, you have.
Do you really pledge allegiance to the American flag?
Huh?
Do you? Whenever you say it, do you really pledge
Well,
allegiance?
if I say no, I think I'm a traitor.
Think about it. I just said I pledge allegiance, and I don't pledge allegiance, but at the same time, I say I do. But do I?
They brainwashed you too. Yes, you do.